Welcome to the Spiritual Cafe. Today on Chat Time, we've got Lieutenant Colonel Jean Hefford, and she's going to share with us something about her personal walk with the Lord.
Thank you, Dave. It's a privilege to be able to share my testimony with you and with those who will be viewing. My testimony is I call it a gentle journey. I was converted at the age of 6 in my hometown, St. Roberts, in a YP meeting after school on a Friday afternoon. Right from that very beginning, I think God spoke to my heart. I mean, I didn't have a lot of sin to confess at that time, just to acknowledge that I needed Him in my life. And so the journey started there. I grew up in the St. Roberts Corps, involved in every activity that I can possibly think of in the Corps, enjoyed every moment of it. Had great mentors and teachers, Sunday school teachers, corporate counselors, Corps officers who took an interest in the young people and helped us see that there was a place in the Corps for us and a place in the Army for us to do leadership. And then at about, I guess, 13, 14, I attended my first youth councils here in St. John's. And it was at that time, I think, that God spoke to my heart. And kind of, in my mind, I felt that that was my calling to officership. And officership to me was something for somebody else. I looked at my life and thought, what do I have to offer? And what could God see in my life to use? And in talking to Corps officers and corporate counselors, they said, God will make that plain to you in time to come. And so it was along this path and this journey that I followed God's leading in my life under the direction of my Corps officers mainly. My parents were great people. They encouraged me in everything that I wanted to do and supported me in my life journey. So I found myself at age 17 filling out candidates' papers. 18, they went to the review board, and I was accepted as a candidate to enter the Lightbringer session of 1970-72. So I entered the training college as a teenager. And 42 years later, I find myself right back at 21 Adams Avenue, where I commenced my journey as a Salvation Army officer, and where I assume I will conclude my officership. My testimony, for years I thought I didn't have much to offer because I didn't experience many of the things of the world. Just the common little things that teenagers would do in trying to find themselves, but never found myself comfortable in doing what we so-called worldly things. My joy was in being involved in the Corps and helping others. I've always had a desire in my heart to help, and so I say my primary gift is the gift of help and of hospitality. When asked to give my testimony, I think, well, it's not an exciting thing, like some testimonies, how God had to save people from treacherous things in life. But my testimony, I believe, is just as important, because when I look at what friends and family members have experienced in their life away from the Lord, and when I look what God has kept me from experiencing in life, that to me is the most important thing. My experience with the Lord is a daily walk. It's one that I don't take for granted. And I realize that in and of myself I am nothing, can do nothing, but by the grace of God I can do all things through His strength. So that's my testimony.
Good. Well, I'm sure along the way you've helped a lot of people too, and you've brought a lot of people closer to the Lord.
I would hope so.
Sure you have.
And you know, I guess the scripture says that we probably won't know the good we've done on this earth. And so I leave that again with the Lord, because what I do for Him. I love the Lord with all my heart, and I can't imagine my life without Him. I just think that life with Jesus Christ is worth living.
Yeah.
And along the way, there have been people who have encouraged me and said that God's light shines through me.
Good.
Now, that's the greatest part of life that I could ever ask for, is to know that I've been of help to somebody else, to find a way. I hope I live up to my sessional name of being a light bringer, and that means bringing the light of Jesus Christ into the light of other people.
Well, thank you very much.
You're
It's been
welcome.
great sharing with you.
God bless you, and thank you very much for this opportunity.